beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That's right. Mr. Roger.
Yeah, just came back. LA was a success, man. Another one.
You were busy, you said.
23 years.
Was it, huh? Wow.
Yeah, it was a great show. A lot of great stories, a lot of new faces, a lot of age variance. Good to see. I mean, I think this might have been one of the bigger times I remember that they had. I mean, me, Ronnie, Phil.
Yeah.
They had, I saw Breon.
Sean's always
I saw Terrence Ruffin was there. Regan was there. Yeah, Sean Clarita came over. Andrea Shaw came over. I saw Sean Ray. I saw Ciccarello. They stayed in the hotel where I was at.
Was Martin?
Martin was there. Yep, I saw Martin. Joey Swoll was there. I mean,
nice.
Trend Boys, Sam Sulik. I mean, there was so many people. I'm sure I'm leaving out a bunch of people, so not disrespectfully. I just thinking who I ran into.
Yeah.
I saw Melvin Anthony.
Oh,
who
nice.
Dying to get on the podcast.
Is he?
Well, we want him on.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he has a lot of stories, but he was there. It was nice to catch up to him. I saw him one late night. But as you know, I went to Gold's, trained at Gold's on Friday and on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. Saturday I was really tired after the expo, so we actually went to eat at Fleming's after and kind of just decompressed a little bit. But man, it was it's just how fast the time flies when I remember that was like always the starting point of my mindset on like, okay, new year, new challenges, and whether I was training for an Arnold or Olympia, that was always the standard time of like, okay, got to get the game going, got to be ready for the Arnold in March, whether I was competing or just being at the expo, because the training had to kick in.
Yeah, or Ironman first when they had it.
Yeah, Ironman. I mean, I only competed there and I only attended the show a couple times, but so funny, man. I was talking to Sean. I had we were eating breakfast. I was talking to Sean Ray, and I was like, man, what's funny? Because he went to Gold's to train also, like early in the morning. I think he went Saturday morning. And when we were talking about the aura and everything with the gym, and he said to me, and I said, he lived in Yorba Linda or wherever
he did, Orange
where
County.
he was. Yeah.
Always.
So when I moved in '99 to live in California, the end of '99, I didn't travel. I didn't go to Gold's Gym ever really.
Right.
If you remember, I would stay kind of on my own area, just because I was always had this fear of the traffic. Like, okay, if I don't leave the beach by 2, I'm stuck.
It's a big drive from Lake Forest.
And it was about my meals and everything. And I wasn't someone who ate out. Like for you guys that are new to YouTube or had followed me in the books back then, I was rigid as anyone could be. Like I prepped all my food at home. I didn't believe in eating out. I mean, in fact, guys, I would only allow myself to eat out once a week. And that was for 2 reasons. It was mainly because I was so crazy about my nutrition, getting in my so-called calories and nutrients I needed to get in. And number 2 was the budget.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I mean, back then I was making a 6-figure income back in '99, but I had moved to California, set up a new home, and I was saving to buy a house at the time. And then once I bought my condo, I was in so much comfort being in that. I tend to go in a certain amount of radius. That's the whole thing when I was training. When I literally said I lived in a box, I was just locked in where it was like my area was very short.
Yeah.
So I had less room for mistakes.
Yeah.
There was no, if I got stuck in this traffic, I'm going to be 10 minutes behind a meal or 30 minutes behind. I was that precise when it came to it. I'm not kidding. When I got that diet from Chris Aceto when I was 18 and he wrote out 6 meals and I ate them in exact order, I was so precise with my food.
Yeah.
So that was, if the secret of success is the structure.
Yeah.
You have to be very structured, whether you're a business person, a student. If you want to excel at anything you do, for bodybuilding, I believe you have to have a certain structure, and you don't vary from that structure almost every single day, right? So it's Groundhog Day every day. It's repetitive. It was necessary, but my mindset allowed me to stay in that realm and not be dragged around. And that's why the atmosphere was important too, because I knew what I was walking into. I knew the equipment I trained on.
Yeah.
I could train at full capacity. I always said when we traveled to events for like the guest appearances, weekends, everything was kind of on cruise control where we never went in. If you wanted to know a percentage of how I trained, I probably trained at 75%.
Yeah.
I mean, I still trained hard, but nothing like I would if I was in home base, going through the same sleep pattern, sleeping in my bed, knowing exactly what my routine is. Just like this morning, you know, I get up, have my glasses of water,
Yeah.
walk the dogs, got in some emails, you know, handle any kind of business. I haven't got on the phone yet, but then it just rolls into that. So there's just, it's all about setting your day. And I believe the tone starts in the morning. Morning routine is absolutely necessary for success, I believe. So to go back, so FIT Expo, amazing. This weekend, Derek Lunsford gym event.
Ah, that's right.
So I'm heading to Tampa. You'll love this one. Get in Friday, 11 o'clock p.m. I leave at noon here. Come back Saturday night, 11 p.m.
Well, yeah. In and out.
Yes.
You love that.
What we do.
It should be
24
great
hours.
at Derek's. You're lucky.
Yeah, I'm going because I respect the champion.
Of course.
And I always said, you know, there's guys that I communicate with. He's one of them, of the current crop.
Yeah.
But it's both of us. I don't want to say I have a podcast, and obviously I do content, so I am aware, but I would honestly say, do I follow it as close these days as when I did the competition? No. So I don't really know who, you know, there's some up and coming guys that I'd like to, you know, communicate with just because I like the mindset. But I think Keon's going. I think, you know, Clarita's going. I think Ronnie Coleman's there.
I'm sure.
I'm there.
He's getting a lot of support.
Hopefully, I know Andrew. I don't know if Andrew. I don't think Andrew's there yet. I don't think Andrew Jack is back training.
Okay.
You know, because he's getting ready for the Arnold. I don't know how many weeks is it now? 8 weeks or?
Yeah, it's close.
Who do you feel is the front runner? Hadi, Martin,
Andrew.
Hadi, Martin, Andrew, Nick Walker. Martin
great.
looks big, dude. Martin looks really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He makes progress so quickly, man.
Do you
He's
think
young.
he can be Mr. Olympia?
I think so.
If I asked you this 10 years ago, would you say yes?
No.
Probably not, right?
No, but now
Game's
because of
changed a little bit.
Hadi and Derek, you know, I never thought they would.
Yeah.
And they were successful.
Yeah.
So I think Martin's got a good shot.
Yeah.
He's so young too and responsive, you know. So
Yeah.
can't wait.
Do you have a favorite of today's era? As far as like as far as physique wise and personality.
Martin's one of my favorite.
Is it because of the connection you had
Yeah,
when he was
because
young?
I really like him personally.
Okay.
Same thing with you. You know, I mean, I
Lee Priest too. I saw Lee Priest.
Yes.
Did you see? I sent you a video last night.
I saw it.
And
Funny.
it's just, I'm really happy for Lee because
He's back in.
he's back in, man. And like, if you remember, he was such a rebel,
Yeah, oh yeah.
but he's such a nice guy that it's just, man, I just love to see that. And for a guy that lives the other side of the planet,
Yeah.
right? Now to have the opportunity, I love the fact that he's able to do that.
Yeah.
And especially in his 50s.
He was out for a long time of the sport, you know.
But do you remember every month it was some sort of rebel
Always.
situation with him.
Issues, yeah.
And he just didn't care.
He didn't care. He always walked at the beat of his own drum, Lee.
And you'll be happy to know, okay, I'm going to share this with you before we wrap up. I ate at the Firehouse.
Ah,
Guess what I
nice.
had?
Bob Bowl.
No.
Oh, pancake?
Bodybuilder breakfast.
Really?
Egg whites, turkey patty, and blueberry multigrain pancakes.
Dorian just went at the same thing.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he took a picture of it.
Shit, I should have taken a picture and sent it
Yeah.
to you.
He went with his wife.
Dude, it was so good.
Ah, I miss it.
Do you remember those days?
Oh, I miss it.
Yeah,
And I miss going when you could run into anybody.
yeah.
And
So Angie and I and Matt ate. And it was like $120.
I was probably, yeah, I was going to say.
But Bob when we left the gym, Bob was walking down to Firehouse.
Really?
And I
He's
said,
gonna have
hey,
Bob Bowl.
what are you going to have? It's $36.
Oh, my God, it's crazy.
What was it when you were there?
15, 20.
Really?
15 plus step.
Wow.
It's doubled.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Holy
I used
moly.
to, when I was training with Bob in 08,
Yeah.
we ate there every day.
I mean, prices of everything are crazy, dude. But
I know.
all right, so we're going to wrap it up, guys. Wanted to catch up a little bit. Thank you so much for everyone that came out to see me at FIT Expo.
Yeah.
If you're in Tampa, come this weekend. I'm there on Saturday from 11 to 3 or 4. I have to fly out at 6. Appreciate you guys. Keep working towards your goals. 2026, we're rocking. I have my schedule on jaycutlershop.com under appearances. I'll be at the Arnold UK. We have our workshop February 7th in Syosset, New York. Come out and see me. And for Dave and I, JayWalking, we are out.
All right.